we thought, okay, we will pray, but we didn't know how. So we said, okay, we must first identify ourselves. So we knelt down on that hill and we said, okay, this is my name. I'm Andrea from the city of Sviny, and I'm from Europe, and I'm from the Czech Republic, and we are on planet Earth and in the Milky Way, and we try to make sure God knows who we are. Am I still looking there, or can I look at you?
Yeah, you can look at me as well.
It's okay, it's okay.
Hi, my name's Andrea. I'm from the Czech Republic, from the city of České Budějovice. And I want to share with you my story of how I came to believe in Jesus Christ and actually why I believe in Him. You know, I've tried looking elsewhere. I've always wanted to know, since I was a child, I remember, I was always thinking, you know, it's not possible that we are just like some group of cells which was put together randomly, or that the world was somehow created by so many chances, and, you know, then suddenly all it came together and there were people. And so I remember thinking about it as a child, and I was always feeling there must be something more. But unfortunately, I didn't have anybody to ask, because I grew up in a communist country, and most of you, if you are Czech, probably did too. And all I knew was the story of baby Jesus, which we heard at Christmas, that he brings presents. And then I had a grandma who was a Christian, but she didn't go to church. But she kind of taught me a little prayer, and she would show me the crosses along the roads where Jesus was hanging. And it made no sense to me, how do these two go together? They had the same name, but, you know, what's the connection? And it was just confusing for me. But however, I liked the prayer she taught me, and it was in Czech, and maybe some of you know it. It's called Andělíčku můj strážničku, opatruj mi mou dušičku, which in English means angel, please protect my soul. And then it goes when to protect it at night and in the day. And so because that was all I had, I took that prayer and I prayed it every night before I went to sleep. And I think God heard me, because He hears everybody when you try to speak to Him, even if you don't know, you know, who He is or how to do it. So when I was, I would say 13, my questions went a bit deeper. So I thought, okay, I really want to find out if there is God. And I looked in other sources, I was interested in palm reading, or I read some kind of literature about spiritual things, but there was no answer, or Eastern religions neither. It just seemed you know, if there was a spiritual being, I think it must be about relationship. But all I read was you know, some rituals, or I don't know, just it wasn't the answer. So I kept looking. And I remember with my friend, we did something really funny. Looking at it now, then we meant it seriously, but we used to go to a little hill, which was behind our town where we lived. And we thought, okay, we will pray, but we didn't know how. So we said, okay, we must first identify ourselves. So we knelt down on that hill and we said, okay, this is my name. I'm Andrea from the city of Sviny, and I'm from Europe, and I'm from the Czech Republic, and we are on planet Earth and in the Milky Way, and we try to make sure God knows who we are. And then we would recite some prayers which we wrote down before, for the world peace and blah blah blah. And I'm just saying this all because this was just the searching, but it's not what a relationship with God is about. Luckily for me, I then realized this, and I was given a task to read a Bible as part of my schoolwork, homework. So I had to get it, and when I did get it and I started reading about Jesus in the Gospels, and also I went to see the film Jesus, I understood that it's about Him coming to earth and showing us how to connect to God and how to live a holy, pure life, which means basically that you are free of all the bad things that kind of drag you down. So I decided that's the way, and I gave my life to Him, which means basically I said to Him, I want Him in my life, and I would like to change and let Him lead my life. And so that was the decision I made when I was about 14. But then a journey started, because I think when you give your life to Jesus, it's actually a beginning of a journey. And today I would like to speak about one thing on the journey, which is how He helped me with shame. And I didn't quite realize it for my childhood or until adulthood, that I carried a lot of shame in me and about me. And I think it was based on the family I grew up in, because my dad drank quite a lot, and he basically used all the money he earned, or a lot of the money, on drinking, so we didn't have much money, and I had to wear some poor clothes. And I just think, looking back now, we were a family who, it was obvious that we didn't do well, but I think I just tried to live my best, so I didn't know it, but I acted like that. And then a big shock came to me when I was about 22 as an adult. By then I was at university, and I always tried to do my best, but I still felt like I have to hide, or there's something wrong with me, that like, yeah, I can't quite be myself despite being a Christian. And then when I was 22, I had to move doctors, and that meant moving my doctor's notes. And normally they post them, but this doctor gave them to me and said, you know, take it to your new doctor, but don't look in because you are not supposed to. Which for me was like, oh, I wonder what's there. So I did. And what I found out was that when I was maybe 3 or 4, the doctor had written in there about me that I am casus socialis, which means like a social case. And that really shook me. Like, I was so shocked that that's who I was. And that was something that God really helped me with, because I realized that He offers me a new identity, and He offers everybody a new identity. And where I actually behaved like this social case, even though I didn't know it, but I was hiding, I didn't use my gifts to full ability, or I didn't want to speak to people, I was very shy, didn't really make friends, or I would just withdraw a lot of the time. And when I gave this to God, and I realized that He also died, that this shame, I wouldn't have to carry this shame, that I can give it to Him. He wants to take it upon Himself. And also that His offer is to give me a new identity as a daughter of God. Basically, that's when you become a Christian, that's another thing. You don't just like hang out there somewhere, but you have this relationship with God, and you become His daughter spiritually. So when I realized this, I gave Him the shame. And I would say it's a process. I'm not completely free of it, but I can definitely say that like I am, I don't know, 80% better. That's my story about why I am with God, how I came to know Him, and how I grew out of shame, thanks to Him. And I wish all of you that you would find Him, and that you would give Him your life problems, because it doesn't have to be shame, it can be anything. It can be fear or something terrible which happened to you, and you still feel the pain, and maybe you are angry or bitter or upset. But if you come to God with these things, He will help you. He will show you what you can do. He will heal you inside, and He will free you. And He's here to offer you full life. That's what the Bible says. It says He came not to condemn, but to save us. And if you believe that He wants to condemn you, He wants to tell you are bad, then that's a lie. So please believe He's here to give you life. He's here to save you. And if you want to meet Him, then read more, or pray a simple prayer. Just ask Him to come to your life and wait, and you will see what happens.